When the waters are getting this hot, you best expect some very bad hurricanes and bad storms to come in.
In the latest chapter of a mounting climate crisis, severe heat from coast to coast.
We usually keep our windows closed, not letting the sun come through because that adds a lot of extra heat.
The same monster heat wave that's kept Phoenix clocking in at 110 degrees or higher for a record 26 straight days and counting.
Third time this year we've reached 119 degrees.
Now barreling toward the East Coast, where Boston's mayor has declared a heat emergency, with New York and Washington, D.C. bracing for near triple-digit temps this week. Both cities forecasted to feel like 105.
And it's not just the United States dealing with record temperatures, but it's all over the world. Various places in Europe are dealing with wildfires due to the extreme heat.
In Connecticut, kids are already struggling on the softball field.
We have neck fans, and for the girls, we provide cooling towels that we keep in ice water.
The prolonged heat stretch marked by a sobering new study, blaming this month's scorching temps squarely on man's climate crisis. The study saying this heat wave would have been virtually impossible if humans had not warmed the planet by burning fossil fuels.
And we've been talking about the effects of climate change for like 20, 30, 40 years now. And when I was growing up, they were talking about in like 2020, whatever, where we would be seeing some of the spikes of climate change. And yeah, we are starting to see that.
In the Midwest, Canadian wildfire smoke again cloaking Chicago, Detroit, and Minneapolis. Advocates in Minneapolis passing out cold water to the homeless.
We let them know, hydrate, do you need more water? You gotta hydrate.
While families seek relief lakeside.
How much does this beach help?
Oh, it helps a whole lot.
And in the Midwest, doctors say as this heat settles in, they're already seeing a rise in cases of heat exhaustion and even possible heat stroke. They are pleading with people to, again, stay hydrated and stay in the air conditioning as much as possible. I know we mentioned the power grid at the top. Utility providers say it's holding strong despite soaring demand, also coming up with tips of their own. Local utility providers say definitely keep blinds or drapes closed during the day. Run ceiling fans counterclockwise to circulate cooler air in your home. And they say run dishwashers, washing machines, and other major appliances with full loads and run them before or after the hottest parts of the day. Just tips to keep your energy costs down and keep your homes as cool as possible.
Yeah, some good tips there. Maggie Vespa for us in Minneapolis. Maggie, thank you.
As we said, this extreme summer heat is not just impacting us on land. The oceans are now hitting dangerously high, record-breaking temperatures, triple digits in some cases. NBC's Sam Brock joins us from Miami Beach. Boy, how unprecedented is this, Sam?
Hoda, we're talking about historically off-the-charts ocean temperatures to the degree, Hoda, that marine scientists who have studied this for decades tell me they have never seen anything like this. Right now, the water temperatures are running about 4 to 8 degrees higher than normal. But Hoda, Manatee Bay, if that sounds familiar, we're talking about just south of the Everglades, north of the Florida Keys there on your map, registered 101.1 degrees this week. That is ideal temperatures for a hot tub. And for those thinking, well, that might be an outlier, nope, not exactly. Neighboring buoys registered in the 98 to 99 degree level. And so that is sounding the alarms right now for experts about risks to coral reefs here. The Coral Restoration Foundation, which has been spending so much time trying to harvest, restore, repopulate these corals, recently found a reef off of Marathon in the Florida Keys that had 100% mortality rate for the corals. Obviously, that's not the case across the reef, but deep.
As the waters get warmer and warmer, yeah, coral, they're just gonna start dying off en masse.
Concerns right now moving forward.
Well, Sam, if these temperatures continue to stay this way, what is the long-term impact on those coral reefs?
So coral reefs provide shelter for fish and marine life. In fact, about a quarter of all marine life globally is some way connected to these reefs, on top of the fact that the reefs also blunt storm surge, Hoda, during hurricanes. So they prevent hundreds of millions of dollars in property loss. Knowing that right now, the Coral Restoration Foundation, the National Marine Sanctuary say this is literally a race around the clock right now to go in and take fragments of those corals. They've been planting them for years, right, and try to preserve them in a gene bank, about 1,000 different coral reefs, so they can grow them and try to prevent the coral reefs from extinction. That is the level we're at right now. Just another impact of climate change devastating our environment and the way of life as we know it, Hoda.
Yeah, all right, well said. Sam Brock.